Welcome back to another episode of Quick Picks with the Geek. I am your host, Bro Power the Geek. Next up, we got Charles Air Jourdain versus Davey Dangerous Grant. This fight's basically the aggression Olympics. Both these guys only know one gear, forward, and neither's got any interest in checking the brakes. Let's break it down. Charles Air Jourdain, coming in at -110 with a record of 16-8. Charles Jourdain is one of those fighters you can't take your eyes off. Partly because he's fun to watch, and partly because you're scared you'll miss something insane. The man's highlight reel looks like he fights exclusively on trampolines. He's a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but most nights he'd rather test his stand-up in a fireworks show. He lands over 5.4 significant strikes per minute with 48% accuracy, which tells you he's not just throwing wild stuff, it's chaos with purpose. His stance switches, feints, and creative combos make him a nightmare for anyone who likes predictable opponents. He's got 8 knockouts, 6 submissions, and 0 hesitation to risk his chin for a shot at glory. Now, while his nickname is Air, sometimes it's his takedown defense that's floating, sitting around 47%, and that's not exactly championship material. Wrestlers like Ilia Topuria have taken him down and controlled him, exposing that weakness. He's also a bit too hittable for someone who fights with his hands down, absorbing over 4.2 strikes per minute. But credit where it's due, the man can take punishment like he's farming damage bonuses. What makes Jourdain dangerous is his variety. He can fly at you with a knee, snap a guillotine the next second, and taunt you mid-fight just to make sure you're having a bad day. He's proven durable, adaptable, and willing to bite down and brawl when things get ugly. But his key is rhythm. When he finds it, he looks brilliant. When he doesn't, he looks like he's sparring 3 different styles at once. Davey Dangerous Grant, coming in a -110 pick'em with a record of 15-7. Across from him stands Davey Grant, England's toughest dad. This man fights like he's trying to win custody of your respect. He's 39 years old, but his cardio and grit make him feel like a zombie fueled by Yorkshire tea and pure stubbornness. Grant's striking is deceptively sharp. He averages over 5.1 significant strikes landed per minute with 44% accuracy. And when he lands clean, people don't just fall, they fold like bad poker hands. His overhand right is a homing missile, and when he smells blood, he throws combinations like he's trying to beat a record. But don't think he's just a brawler. He's a legitimate brown belt in BJJ with 7 submission wins, including one of the wildest finishes in recent UFC memory, an inverted triangle choke on Rafael Assunção that made every white belt in the gym rethink their life choices. Now, for all that chaos and violence, Davey does have his vulnerabilities. He's been submitted 4 times, and his 63% takedown defense means you can get him down if you time it right. And defensively, let's just say his idea of head movement is absorb, then counter. He takes almost 4 strikes per minute because he's so committed to standing and trading. But the man's chin might be government issued. It's that durable. Grant's biggest weapon, though, isn't physical, it's mental. He never breaks. Whether he's down 2 rounds or bleeding from 3 places, he keeps coming. He's that nightmare opponent who refuses to stop believing the comeback's still on. So, who wins? If Jourdain wins, it's because he stays composed and smart. He'll use his range, feints, and variety to keep Grant guessing. The longer this stays technical, the more it favors the Canadian. He can mix in calf kicks, knees, and that sharp jab to frustrate Grant before pouring on volume. And if things hit the mat, Jourdain's guillotine and scrambling ability could catch Grant overcommitting. Grant, on the other hand, needs to make this ugly. He thrives in chaos. If he can get inside Jourdain's rhythm and force wild exchanges, that's his world. Constant pressure, dirty boxing, and relentless pace, that's how he drags opponents into deep water. If he makes Jourdain trade in the pocket or backs him up against the cage, Grant's got the power to change the fight with one clean shot. Official pick. I'm rolling with Davey Dangerous Grant to get it done. Jourdain's the more technical striker, but Grant's chaos and durability could be the difference maker. I think he pressures early, eats a few to give a few, and eventually cracks Jourdain in a wild exchange. Give me Davey Grant by 3rd round TKO. in a fight that looks more like a pub brawl sponsored by Monster Energy. If you enjoyed this, go ahead and smash that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss a beat when the next video drops. And don't be shy. Leave a comment below and let me know who you got winning this fight. Let's see who really has the crystal ball around here. Until next time.